Saudi Arabia's domestic soccer scene has never been as front and center of the world game's attention as it is right now. Thanks to the prowess of its national team during the World Cup tournament when Saudi Arabia beat Argentina in the group stages. But what has really gotten the ball rolling for the kingdom is Ronaldo's signing, which has elevated the profile of the Saudi Professional League, amplifying its status on a global scale. Al Nassr's acquisition of five-time Ballon d'Or winner Cristiano Ronaldo in December of 2022 was a significant triumph for the Saudi Arabian club, but was also history in the making for the Saudi Professional League, in addition to catalyzing several positive consequences in what is known as the Ronaldo effect. The world witnessed one of the biggest shakeups in football history during the summer transfer window of 2023, following the Portuguese icon signing of a 2.5-year contract worth $220 million with Al Nassr and his debut on January. This makes him the world's highest paid football player after having won everything in Europe. This high-profile transfer has resulted in numerous positive outcomes, including heightened visibility for the Saudi Professional League, an overall improvement in the league's soccer standards, and a significant economic boost for Saudi Arabia. Ronaldo's status as a global icon has effectively put the country on the map of the soccer world, and the spotlight on the Saudi Professional League, whose executive vice chairman Saad Al-Aziz said Ronaldo's arrival had proved to be, quote, one of the most impactful and transformational in football history, end quote, and highlighted that there had been a Cristiano effect in the Desert Kingdom that has been felt even beyond football. It's a multi-layered ripple and snowball effect all rolled into one, which Al-Aziz elaborated as saying that after Ronaldo joined, the season has been Saudi Arabia's biggest yet, with more spectators on match days, plus more followers and global viewing than ever before. He said, quote, the Saudi Pro League is now aired by 48 platforms and TV broadcasters in over 170 countries worldwide, and attendees of Al Nassr matches have doubled year on year since Cristiano signed, end quote. And that's not all. Al-Aziz added, quote, recent developments include the establishment of a professional women's Premier League and women's national team and schoolgirls league with 50,000 playing each week, end quote. Can you imagine that happening in Saudi Arabia? A country that was thought to be one of the least ideal for women's rights is now opening up unprecedented avenues for local female footballers, all thanks to one man. Now you might wonder that Cristiano Ronaldo is not the first foreign footballer to dig his heels into Saudi Arabian soil. And you're right. His arrival was preceded by that of Ever Banega at Al Sabab, as well as Al Nassr's Talisca, Luis Gustavo, David Ospina, Alvaro Gonzalez, and Pity Martinez. Plus, there were Burabuz, Modo Barrow, and Zinliowski at Al Ahly, who just returned from their exile in the second tier, as well as Al Hilal's Musa Marega, Matheus Pereira, and Andre Carrillo. And champions Al Ittihad were led to their first title since 2009 by Nuno with a team featuring Ahmed Higazi. But Ronaldo's transfer opened the floodgates for others from the world of pro football to follow him to Saudi Arabia as well, including the current Ballon d'Or winner and Ronaldo's former Real Madrid teammate Karim Benzema, who has joined Jeddah-based Al Ittihad, making Saudi Arabia a leading hotspot for top footballers. Also joining Benzema and Ronaldo in the region has been a host of English Premier League talent. Former Chelsea players Edouard Mendy and N'Golo Kante have joined Al Ahly and Al Ittihad, respectively, while Wolverhampton Wanderers starman Ruben Neves joined Al Hilal. Khalidou Koulibaly, Marcelo Brozovic, and Hoda have all confirmed they will be playing in the kingdom, with Roberto Firmino recently joining their ranks. And players aren't the only ones making the move to the kingdom. Former Liverpool midfielder Steven Gerrard has signed up as the new manager for Al Ittifaq in Dammam, and his signing is the first big-name managerial appointment in the region, despite Al Ittifaq being one of the smaller clubs in the Saudi Pro League. Al Tai FC player Alpha Samido acknowledges the transformative impact of Ronaldo's arrival, stated, quote, I can say that Ronaldo's arrival changed everything here. Before he came, TV in Portugal did not even broadcast the matches of Saudi national team. It's Ronaldo, end quote. Ronaldo's move to Al Nassr has generated widespread interest from fans worldwide, who eagerly tune into the Saudi professional league to witness Ronaldo's performances in the latter stages of his illustrious career. Analysts say that his recruitment in Saudi Arabia is part of a wider effort by the kingdom to diversify its sources of revenue and become a serious player in the international sporting scene. Ronaldo's entrance into Saudi Pro League has been nothing short of a seismic shift in the region. More broadcasters are now showing the league games, increasing the visibility and creating a larger global fan following. The league has now garnered significant investment in the form of sponsorships, television right agreements, and other financial agreements. This infusion of funds has enabled clubs to invest in new stars, as we just saw, and the local clubs can now bolster their squads and upgrade infrastructure and training facilities. Saudi Arabia and Egypt are considered FIFA favorites for the 2030 World Cup, and a Moroccan pitch is possible. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia has also been bidding for the 2026 Women's Asia Cup this year. Beyond football, the economic effects of Ronaldo's transfer have spread to related sectors, including hospitality, tourism, and product sales. This economic and financial boom has the potential to boost Saudi Arabia's economy as a whole and further establish football as a premier fixture in the country's athletic landscape as part of its modern diplomacy under Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who has introduced significant social and economic reforms while tightening the political leash. Using money to tempt aging players like Ronaldo and Benzema to play out the final year or two of their careers in the Middle East is nothing new, but the current push to land star names before their twilight years is a recent development, and one which has been enjoyed early success with Ronaldo and Benzema, two superstar names which not even the short-lived Chinese Super League managed to attract. Sports and football in particular, as Saudi Arabia's most popular form of entertainment, is a pillar of the Crown Prince's Vision 2030 reform plan. Ronaldo's contribution to it has also spurred the development of a modern entertainment industry, which was non-existent before the Crown Prince's rise in 2015, and it contributes to a public health policy through sports and, by extension, exercise. It has also been instrumental in playing a key role in evoking Arabs' tribal-like loyalties and nationalist passions when it comes to football, and enhancing the Crown Prince's effort to replace smaller Gulf states, like Qatar and the UAE, as the hub for anything and everything in the Gulf. Whether it's sports or the regional seat of foreign multinationals and corporations, besides positioning Saudi Arabia at the core of the Middle Eastern sports. According to the Saudi press agency, in June following Benzema's transfer to Al Ittihad, the local authorities are targeting a four-fold increase in revenue generated by the Saudi Pro League, from 450 million Saudi riyals a year, that's $120 million a year, to 1.8 billion Saudi riyals by 2030, by which the league's market value is expected to increase from 3 billion to 8 billion Saudi riyals. In short, it is all about the Saudi game building a sustainable business model for itself, and things have been in motion since June when the kingdom's public investment fund took a 75% ownership stake in 4 clubs: Al Hilal, Al Nassr, Al Ittihad, and Al Ahli. This essentially means that talents can be acquired and then assigned to these clubs, so you can expect them to make surprising transfers besides the one already announced this year. Anyway, what does the man who started this butterfly effect himself say about the Saudi Pro League after spending some time in it? He said in an interview a couple of months ago, quote, "In my opinion, if they continue to do the work that they want to do here for the next 5 years, I think the Saudi League can be top 5 league in the world. The league is competitive," he said. "We have very good teams, very good Arab players, but they need to improve a little bit more the infrastructure." End quote. Asked what he would say to the players considering a move to Saudi Arabia, he said, "If they're coming, big players and big names, young players, old players, they are very welcome, because if that happens, the league will improve a little bit."
What do you think of the quality so far of the Saudi League?
We are much better. In my opinion, the Saudi League is getting better. Next year will be even better. Step by step, I think this league will be the top 5 leagues in the world, but they need time, they need players, they need infrastructures. But I believe that this country have amazing potential, they have amazing people, and the league will be great, in my opinion.
A little bit. Well, CR7 is known to think very highly of himself, but at least he was honest in his analysis. What do you think of the Ronaldo effect? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and keep watching for the latest from the world of football right here.